we had to do shows in here. We used to do a midnight cabaret. And, I mean, this was 6 days a week. So at the end of that 6 days, believe me, you'd had enough, you know. In fact, I got sort of so bad with this sort of terrific pressure, which it was, they put me in a darkened room for 3 days, you know, in this sort of like this station health centre, you know. It's the only way I could recover, you know. And switched all the lights out and just let me go sort of get together again. About 7 o'clock in the morning. And that was always fun because, I mean, I always felt terrible in the mornings, even then when I was a young man, you know. And we had a camp comic there, you know, just like Paul Shane in Heidi High. And always he started doing this and it used to get a laugh and he thought this was terrific. I used to get down there for early breakfast and he used to pick me up. I was very thin and weedy and he used to hang me on a hook in the dining hall at 7 o'clock in the morning, you know, and all the campers used to come in and laugh at this. I mean, they thought it was great and I hated it, you know. And people still write to me now and say, I remember that day when he hung you on the hook, you know, but he used to do it every morning.
I mean, contrary to general belief, he's a very nice man, you know? And the first time I ever met him, we got on very well, so much so that he gave me the address. At the end, when we first met, he said, now, whenever you're passing, he said, this is where I live. He said, please do pop in, you know, and have a drink. He said, any time. And he hasn't said it today, but he said, so I thought, fair enough, you know, and he said, now, don't worry, whatever time of day it is, he said, don't worry, because we never go to bed till late, you see. So I thought, fair enough, about 3 months later, myself and my missus have been doing a gig, and it's a late do, you know, so we come driving home, and I said, this is the road where Ingram's lives, you see. And she said, really? I said, yes. And I said, we ought to pop in and have a drink. She said, it's 1:15 in the morning. I said, well, he said he doesn't go to bed till late. Worth a try, you know. Comes up this, you know, the ashtrays, they're not on chains or anything. It's marvellous, you know. So I thought, well, I could, you know, apart from plugging my wonderful book, you know, as it's nearly Christmas, I thought perhaps I could tell you a few stories about pantomime. You know, some stories from the wonderful book of mine, that, well, most are, but not all. The ones in the book are much better, so there we are. So just a taster, really. Now, pantomime, it never changes, really, and I'm happy about that, because I love pantomime. It's been a very important part of my life. Certain things never change in pantomime. You know, the goodie always comes on from the right-hand side, the baddie from the left, and all that sort of stuff. And some of the routines in pantomime never change. They're still doing, you know, the ghost gag, what we call the ghost gag, you know, when the ghost comes on and the comic says, now, boys and girls, you will tell me if you see him, won't you? And on it comes and he's behind you and all that. The comic looks in all the different wrong places and everything. I love all that, you see. It still works like a dream, you know.
I remember seeing her in a club, working men's club, well, posh working men's club at Batley Variety Club, and they brought her over, you know, and she was quite an old lady. And she went on there to do her turn, and they'd had everybody there, you know, from Sammy Davis Jr., you know, everybody. Gracie Fields, here's another one, you know, oh, chicken in a basket and all that. We'll see what she can do. So she goes on there, Sally, Sally, quite polite applause. She sings the first song, all right, but by now they're thinking, who is this old broad, you know?
So that's your brother, that's Charlie?
Yeah, disreputable old bugger. You know, I'm surprised he's lasted this long. Always comes round every Thursday night for Domino's, a drop of rum and a video, a bit of Abbott and Costello or the Three Stooges, you know. Anyway, last night Charlie dropped off halfway through Have Rocket Will Travel and never woke up.
I'm so sorry.
Well, yeah, dodgy tickers, both of us, you know. Just ask Dr. Carter.
A canal lock in Bath has a new pair of 9-ton gates. The handcrafted oak gates were swung into position near Pulteney Bridge this morning. They should last 25 years. It's part of a 3-week repair project costing £270,000. At 19 feet deep, the lock is the deepest on the Kennet and Avon Canal and is the second deepest in the country. Just give you a reminder of our top story tonight, and many of our petrol stations have come to a standstill today. Many of you may have noticed this while you've been out and about on the road today. As panic buying has gripped the nation, queues have been reported right across the West and the West Country over fears of a tanker strike. There hasn't been a strike announced yet, but the fears of that potential strike have led people to start buying petrol and these firefighters in Gloucestershire condemned the government's advice, which you may have heard yesterday, for people to start stockpiling fuel in jerry cans in their garages at home.
Thousands of people in the northeast have no home, according to Shelter, the national campaign for the homeless. It pinpoints Tyne and Wear as the worst area, where almost 14,700 people are without homes and little prospect of any improvement. Shelter warns that shanty towns could soon spring up. Medical experts are investigating the cause of a mystery virus which has crippled Harrogate's district hospital. All but emergency admissions have been halted because of the virus, and routine surgery has been stopped. 54 patients and staff have been affected at the 200-bed hospital. The symptoms are vomiting and diarrhoea. Food poisoning has been ruled out. A warning has been issued to anglers and water sports enthusiasts after a Cleveland man caught a potentially fatal disease from one of the region's lakes. The man contracted Weil's disease after accidentally falling into Hemlington Lake in Middlesbrough. The illness is spread by rats.
Seashells, seashells. On the seashore. Seashells on the seashore. Seashells, seashells. Oh, no, seashells on the seashore. I now require a volunteer. Hello. We live? We live?
When you talking to that microphone, because the joke
we live?
is that this one's hovering and you're not.
Do it live.
It contains chamomile, eucalyptus, myrrh and sage, as well as fluoride that helps make teeth healthy and strong. Colgate Herbal for strong, healthy teeth.
Got it. Got it. Welcome to today's show.
Yeah. You know what? I like to play. No dickity, no doubt. Play on, play that. Play on, play that. Yo, Trey, drop the verse. It's going down, it's a black sheep. The homies got at me, collaborations. Look like Ashley, no doubt. I put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch, I told you, catch me, stay out. Tell me you can stop with Trey, make it move the tail. Streets like a mag, giving up big asses with my mellow accent. Still cool with this flavor, with the homies black street. Check, the original shake. Yes,